You know, the only thing I have ever gotten any impression from Pierre Bourne is that I figured out about this guy because once I tried to look up the life of Pablo and I saw the life of Pierre 4, and I was like, this is a weird knockoff of the life of Pablo. And now I realize that he's an overhyped trap producer. I hadn't heard like Dial It and any Playboy Cardi, which is really where I got introduced to him as a producer. I feel like if you guys watch my channel, you kind of know how I feel on this kind of style of hip hop music. I don't like it very much. I mentioned in the past I really hate Dial It and Self-Titled. I meant bring up those two albums because they're definitely the thing that popularized Pierre Bourne. They're definitely the thing that really made Pierre kind of become a relatively notable trap producer. No matter how much you like him or not, he's very popular and very well known. I don't love the I'll say it's I hate Dial It. I hate Dial It. It's a terrible album. And Playboy Cardi instantly got good the moment he dropped Pierre Bourne. I'm not saying Dial It's bad because Pierre Bourne, because Playboy Cardi is pretty awful on it too, but it's definitely a cause. I think Pierre Bourne is an incredibly, almost impressively boring trap producer, and even a more boring rapper. He never puts out anything that is anything more than just very surface level blah. Like, his beats are all have no punch to them, no fun to them. I know they're meant to be vibey, but they don't even come across like vibey. Like, they just sound so uninspired to me and lazy. I do not care for Pierre Bourne's producing style whatsoever, and I especially do not care for his rapping. He's just a terrible rapper. He just raps like everybody else in the game, and it's just not good music. And I know he maybe could do great music, but it's not even that. I just don't think he has a good style at all. I didn't listen to anything else. I didn't listen to another Pierre Bourne album before this one. I was going to listen to Life of Pierre 4 before this one, but I chose not to because I just wanted to hear what this was about. Because I did not think anybody really cared about this one. I was kind of listening to it because I just knew the name. And I was like, okay, I'll just listen to it. It's probably going to be pretty bad. And then hip-hop Twitter blew this up. Like, this is like... Okay, I need to push this a bit. This is like the most talked about album of the weekend. I mean, Culture 3 and Hall of Fame are probably more in the music community. But everybody on Hip Hop Twitter is like saying, oh my god, 10 out of 10, best album of the year. I instantly knew Hip Hop Twitter was overrating it. I knew that because I know Hip Hop Twitter well. And I know for a fact Pierre Bourne didn't surprise and make a great album. I knew that for a fact. So I just decided, I was like, you know what, I'll just listen to it without any pre-investigation of the guy. I know him as a producer. I've heard him as a rapper enough. So I know what to expect. It's exactly what I expected. Truly, this album, maybe I'll just get right into it. I say this, it's really bad. It's honestly terrible. And it's not just because, you know, it's not well produced or anything. It's just so boring to me. Like, this is impressively boring. It just, the sound is all just messy and uninteresting. The only thing I liked about this album, and I mean that the only thing, was the transitions. They sound nice. That's it. That's the only thing I cared about in this entire record. Playboy Cardi had, I guess, an okay feature. Lil Uzi Vert had an okay feature. That's really it, though. Those are the only two. That's like all I really liked on this album, because this album to me was just so... the only way I can really word it is just uninspired, boring vibe music. And I'm okay with vibe music. But how do you vibe to music that's just literally sleep-inducing? This could be a great replacement for sleeping pills. This album. And the reason why I'm not even going through this track list, I don't know if I mentioned that, I'm not going to go through this track list here because it is so damn repetitive. I could not tell you what's interesting about YNS that was different on Biology 101. I can say maybe as a highlight, Practice was okay. Just because it had more energy to it. Sossboy had Lil Uzi, so that was a little bit better. I really can't, though, like, go here and tell you what's good about this album, what's not. There's just a whole lot of skips. Playboy Cardi joke. Point is, though, that I know this is meant to be, like, trippy vibe music, but it's just kind of sleep music for me. And I don't hate this album. I don't know why. It's just kind of bad to me because I just feel so dead and uninteresting that I can't hate it. Like, it's so boring that it's even boring to, like, criticize it or dislike it. That's really how I feel here. Okay, I know some of the appeal of this for some people has been, like, I heard somebody, I put it in my group chat, I actually asked, I don't understand it, why do people like Pierre Bourne? And one guy said it's vibe music. You can just kind of sit down and listen to it and vibe to it. And I'm sitting there like, I love vibe music as much as the next guy, but this is boring. This is not vibe music. Vibe music needs something interesting to it. This has literally nothing interesting to it. There's no punch. There's no... You can't even go with the lyrics. The lyrics are very repetitive. They're very uninteresting. I'm not going to be the type of guy to sit here and say this trap album's bad because the lyrics aren't there. I don't care if the lyrics are there, but I care if there's a good sound, flow, and vocals. And this album can feature none of that. It literally gives me nothing. I don't know why you guys seem to love this. It is aggressively just boring to me. I don't think we'll ever think about this album again. The only time I think I'll think about this album again is in a worst albums of the year, because this one it's just boring to me. It's just uninteresting to me, and I don't think I'll ever do a Whole Lotta Red flip on this, because A Whole Lotta Red had at least a kind of creative production sound to it. There's nothing creative about The Life of Pierre 5. That definitely uninspired me forever listening to another Pierre Bourne album. I don't want to sit through this again. This was a snooze fest. I'm giving Life of Pierre 5 a solid D+. If you're this boring, then yeah, I'm not going to be positive to you. You know, I realized every review I've put out this weekend has gotten more negative than the last. Culture Through is positive, then Hall of Fame was pretty negative, Jordy was pretty negative, and this is aggressively negative, but this is bad, honestly, not good. Alright, now I'll get to upcoming reviews. I have a couple big videos I'm going to work on, just a couple kind of fun ideas I have. Like maybe like another review of an F album, a big video going through some people's discographies, just little things like that. In terms of upcoming albums dropping, though, I know next week we have, I think, a Vince Staples single. Not a full album, though. Like I said, I have the hunch feeling that Isaiah Rashad is dropping next Friday, or Sin City is dropping next Friday. The next week, though, we have New Doja Cat, which I am excited for. And then we have... I literally just saw somebody tweet the new Pierre Bourne is special. New Pierre Bourne album is special. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. And then there's another one there. There's Hiatus Coyote, which is not hip hop, but it's neo soul, and I'm hyped as hell for it. See you guys next time. Please don't listen to Life of Pierre 5. Peace out. Bye. Playboy Cardi better.